Live on CCX Sports, it's coverage of Northwest Suburban Conference girls basketball featuring the Armstrong Falcons and the Champlin Park Rebels. From Champlin Park High School in Brooklyn Park, John Jacobson, along with Ryan Iverson and Allie Mosley. The Falcons coming in at 1-3 on the season, coming off a 4-23 year in 2020. Champlin Park 2-3 on the season. They were 12-15 a season ago. And Ryan, both these teams trying to move up the rung of the ladder in the Northwest Suburban Conference here now with Game 6.
Oh, not an easy conference to move up the ladder too. It's a lot of depth, a lot of good teams and good basketball. So I'm excited about this matchup. I know the records don't maybe jump out at the screen at you, but Armstrong's got a lot of talent. We're going to talk about one of their really talented players, and Champlin Park always has good athletes, and they've played every game they've been in, it's been close. They haven't been blown out, so they're a very talented team as well. So I'm excited about this game.
You saw there was the last score that these teams played just over a year ago, about 14 months ago, with the Rebels winning. They've got a new head coach this year in Art Crutch. We remember him from his years at Park Center, was an assistant in both football and girls basketball, was on the staff of one of their first state championship team at Park Center 6 years ago, and now in his first year here as head coach, along with one of his assistant coaches, Holly Sorensen, to your left, played at Park Center. They were coaching last year at Chanhassen. This job came open. Art said, I live 5 minutes away from here. This was a good job for us to take. And so he's happy. And he says, we're still developing as a team and changing some things from what they had done in the last few years, but he's happy with their progress so far. He said, we only had half a dozen practices before that first game, and now just 5 games.
Well, I was going to say, it's hard enough as a first-year coach to get a team, the culture to change and the work habits and all that, but you throw in COVID into the mix, John, and everything's different. The practice time, the preparation, you're just thrown into it. So they're learning on the go, and like we talked about, they got good talent, and they're a team, especially with his experience that he brings to the table. They're going to get better and better as the season goes. You won't want to see Champlin Park in the playoff time.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Falcons. Savannah McGowan is only a sophomore. She's already in her 4th year in varsity and averaging a double-double.
Well, not just a double-double. You know, some people are 10 and 10. I mean, she's a solid almost 21 per game, over 11 rebounds. Got great footwork, good hands. She's a very, very good player. And she's going to be, potentially a 2,000-point scorer in her career. So it's weird when your best player is a sophomore, but she's got the experience too. And even though they've struggled 1-3, she's had a monster year so far.
And for Champlin Park, a senior who's also a varsity veteran, Maya Fitzpatrick.
Yep, and kind of does it all. You can see the 12 points, the 7 rebounds, throw in some assists in there and steals. She's a very good defender, and she just kind of does whatever this team needs her to do to win. And tonight, both of these teams, they're good defensively. They struggle to score a lot of points. So I think for Champlin Park, they're going to need Maya to have a good game scoring. They're going to need a couple other people to step up as well. And on Armstrong's side, Savannah's got to have that 20 to 25 points for them to be in the game.
The one thing that Coach Easley told us before the game was that we need a secondary scorer. Savannah McGowan, obviously their bread and butter player, but they need someone else that can put some points on the board and take a little pressure off her.
Well, and the other thing that's hard too, when your best player, your best scorer is a post player, it's easy for the defense to really collapse around that. When you're a guard bringing up the ball, sometimes it's hard to double team or to take that away, but if they can really play through Savannah McGowan, have her get off to a good start, maybe the defense collapses and you can get a couple other people hitting jump shots early, get their scoring up to give them confidence. They can be a complete team.
We'll take a break. We'll come back and tip this one off. It's Armstrong Champlin Park Girls Basketball live on CCX next. We're about set for tip-off. Armstrong and Champlin Park. Let's go down courtside and Allie Mosley.
Hey guys, with a new season comes a new head coach and a new system for Champlin Park. And Coach Crutch is saying, so far, so good. He told us before the game that this season doesn't boast a real standout scorer. And because of that, they're benefiting. He said there is no selfishness on the floor, that these girls don't find that sense of urgency to just get it to that one player. And because of that, he said these girls are loving playing basketball right now. But it took a second to get back to that positivity because they had a 3-game losing streak there where Coach said his upperclassmen were starting to get a little bit, crawling out of their skin about it. And he had to take a step back and tell the girls, look, you don't have to carry the load every game. We have so much talent spread out throughout this roster that give it up. Let that load be carried throughout the team. There's a lot of athleticism in this team that coaches really look forward to this season, guys.
Thanks, Sally. Let's look at our starting lineup for today. First of all, starting with the visiting Armstrong Falcons. Savannah McGowan and Effiam Bailey are the post players. Megan Bugan, Alexa Parsons, and Carly Fisher are the guards. 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore for Armstrong. For the Rebels, Maya Fitzpatrick, a senior at forward, Izzy John, a junior center. Their guards, Amaya Dory is a senior, and then the other guards, Michaela Counts and Alicia Bates, are both juniors.
Well, if you're a Champlin Park fan, you're used to seeing that John last name in the middle of our starting lineups. Of course, her older brothers having very good high school and college careers.
Yeah, both Alex and Theo playing men's college basketball right now as Izzy gets the start tonight. And the tap against McGowan is won by Armstrong. Falcons in white, Rebels in their navy. And first possession of the game. The lob goes to McGowan at the high post. Couple of dribbles, trying to go down low, and then it's intercepted. And back comes Champlin Park.
Oh, good shot fake.
And an outside 3 knocked down by Fitzpatrick.
Well, if we're going to highlight you in the pregame, you better come out guns a-blazing, and she listened. I'll tell you what made that play, though. What a great shot fake. Slowed down. Everyone rushes their shot fake. She sold it, got a wide open look, and knocked it down.
Bugan to Bailey. Trying to get it to the cutter and traveled. Stepping up and helping to force that turnover was Counts. Or excuse me, was Bates. And so 2 turnovers for the Falcons in their opening possessions. You look at the coaches. Easley now in his 16th year, and Coach Crutch in his first season here at Champlin Park. So the scoop shot for the layup. That wouldn't go for Dory, and Falcons get the rebound, looking for their first points of the night on possession number 3. Fisher gets it into the hands of Bailey. Handoff for Bugan. McGowan on the wing. It's Parsons. And back out to Bailey, and knocked away by Fitzpatrick. Here's a fast break. It's Michaela Counts for the layup.
Yeah, good pressure defense. Armstrong's offense right now, John, looks like it's in slow motion a little bit. They got to execute a little more. I'd be looking for McGowan right off the bat. Try to get her the ball in that high post where she's so effective.
And knocked away is another steal to the basket, and another layup this time for Bates. 7-0 Champlin Park. Not quite 2 minutes into the first half.
Well, you hit that opening 3, and then your pressure defense, quick hands, able to get up, and their team speed, able to just beat Armstrong down the floor for a couple of easy layups.
Bugan handing it to McGowan. Parsons, one dribble, lobbing it in to Bailey, banging against Fitzpatrick, up, not good. The fight for the rebound. McGowan chases it down in the corner. Open 3-look rattles in for Fisher, and the first points of the game from the Falcons.
Well, great start there. Great hustle by McGowan to track that, stay with the offensive rebound, hits her teammate who knocks down the 3. Fisher, much needed.
Bailey rebounding the missed 3 by Dory. Fisher trying to lob it for McGowan. Does get it down low, a little too far underneath, and couldn't get the shot to go as Bates has it for Champlin Park. Pushing the tempo up, and a blocking fall. It's going to be whistled, and Bates will go to the line for 2 on the foul on Megan Bugan.
Well, you can tell Champlin Park thinks the transition, they can beat Armstrong down the floor. And we've seen a couple of fast break layups. That time Bates did a great job of pushing it. And like we always talk about, John, if you can attack the rim, put the referees in a position to make that call, more than likely you're going to get it.
First free throw of the night missed by Bates.
It's just so eerily quiet at games now, isn't it? You can hear the kids breathing down there without fans in the stands.
Second one's good. It's 8-3 Rebels. Fisher bringing it to the front court. Sophomore stops. Moves back out on the wing. Good defense by the Rebels so far in this one, forcing the 4 early turnovers and not making any of these possessions easy. Huget bounce pass for Bailey, trying to get it up, and a jump ball.
Great recovery by Fitzpatrick. She helped stop the penetration, but able to get back and get her hands on that to tie it up, too. Great help defense by Champlin Park.
And the alternate possession, it goes back to the Rebels. Fitzpatrick to Counts. Fisher right on her. Fitzpatrick open side of the lane, then McGowan stepped in front of her. Little runner in the lane, and then floating in too is Michaela Counts, a junior with 4 points.
Yeah, nice patience, good tempo. You know what happens is so many people, they play so fast, but they play all the time. Great job just going slow to fast, and then nice finish too over the taller defender.
Fisher trying to lob it in for McGowan, knocked away. Another Armstrong turnover. A steal by Champlin Park down low. Fitzpatrick trying to come through traffic and ended up traveling.
Man, I think Bates that time would have been better off just pulling up for the mid-range jump shot. But how about great defense too by Izzy John too, fronting, working down on the post against McGowan, knowing that she's just deadly if she's able to catch down there. Working hard, getting in front, able to deflect that entry pass.
Lily Wright, senior post player, now in for Armstrong. Here's McGowan, finds the cutter,
nice
right.
Pass.
Baseline drive by Bugan in some traffic, picked up outside by Parsons. Fisher going into McGowan, drives, and will go to the line for 2 as she gets fouled by Izzy John.
Well, she's left-handed, as you can tell, but you can't allow her to go to that left. She's so strong. You'd see her using that right shoulder to create space, and she's strong enough where you're going to get contact. She's still able to get a good shot off. So if you are going to foul her, you have to make sure she can't get a three-point play opportunity. And she's a good free throw shooter, too. When you average over 20 points, you know you're going to get contact, you're going to get fouled. You have to make the other team pay and hit your free throws.
You saw in her pregame, McGowan averaging nearly 21 points a game. Those are her first 2 tonight. It's 10-5 Rebels. Played 4.5 minutes here in the first half. Northwest Suburban Conference girls basketball. 3-point try from the wing is up and in. That is Nicole Lillard.
Not a bad way to make your presence known, right? You check in. Great drive and kick, too, that time by Stefferud. Got her a nice, easy look.
Drive to the basket, and Fisher scores.
She's that second scorer for Armstrong, averaging in double figures. They're going to need her tonight.
Fitzpatrick with his second 3 tonight.
She just plays at such a nice pace, too, doesn't she, John? Just nice. She's open. She takes it. She's got beautiful form. Great arc, and knocked down her second big one.
Parsons holding to McGowan. Well, tipped by Fitzpatrick. Fisher will drive. Cut off. Good defense by Bates. And on a steal. And here's Bates back for Champlin Park. Driving on Bugan. And should have called for another block.
Man,
that'll be her second.
You think Bates is fast? Wow, did she get up and down the court? There's that nice, you got McGowan on you, giving a little space and just taking what the defense gives you, Fitzpatrick. But Bates, again, just pushing the tempo and able to beat everyone down the floor and draw contact, get back to the free throw line.
First shot off for Bates. McGowan will get a rest. Bailey is back in for Armstrong. And Izzy John returns for Champlin Park. Bates 1 out of 2 again from the line. He's right, handing it down to Bailey. Trying to go to the baseline and broken up and knocked out of bounds.
Well, you can tell Champlin Park does a nice job, John, of all 5 playing defense together. They see the ball, they're helping on penetration, and everyone with active hands. They've had a number of deflections and steals already in this game.
Bugan cut off by Counts, loose ball. Picked up by Champlin Park. Valentino got it, and then she's fouled in the backcourt. Champlin Park has already gone 8 deep so far. No, 9 deep now, as Nicole Lillard's also in. So Coach Crutch said he would play 9 tonight. He's played them all in the first 6+ minutes.
I think, too, still early in the year and still wearing masks, right? It does have an impact on your wind and your conditioning. So if you have the depth to get to 8, 9, even 10 players deep, I think it just helps everyone stay fresh.
Steal here by Bugan, who stepped in front of Lillard. And then a foul on Lillard. Be here first. Now the score in the truck and in my book is correct, 17-7. In the gym here, it is still 15-7. But the scoreboard should read 17-7. We'll see if that gets caught by someone. Yeah, that should say 17-7.
I can run down there quick, John, and yell at him and get this thing
at
taken
halftime.
care
I
of.
might make you do that.
Where's Allie? Allie, get over there and take care of it.
Oh, now they fixed it. There's a 3-pointer that's up and in. Fisher now with 8 of the 10 points for Armstrong. Nice fake and drive baseline by Stefferud. Gina Stefferud, the senior, with her first 2.
Yeah, she looks smooth, too, on that. I'll tell you what I like, too. Use the backboard on the baseline. So many kids try to lay it up. It's hard to do. Use the backboard. Got a great, great play.
Fisher will back it out toward midcourt. Lillard staying right on her. Hands it off to Wright.
Nice
down
pass.
low, and there's Bailey. Missed the shot in close.
Great job by her sealing and a great entry pass, too.
Shot up and in on the floater by Valentino.
That
and
was
a timeout for Armstrong.
a little Euro step,
Yes.
too. She did a great job. It looked like she had nowhere to go, but sidestepped the defender. Great body control and a nice finish, too. Here's that 3 by Fisher, and we talked about who's going to be that secondary scorer. Well, so far, she's been the primary scorer, and there's that beautiful first step to the baseline, no help there, and a nice finish. Yeah, Champlin Park, you talked about it, John, getting depth, but they're all contributing as well. Everyone that's come in has made some key plays. And watch this beautiful Euro step. It's weird. Your initial reaction is to say, oh, that's a travel. It's a travel, but it's not. And she did it with a really nice pace, too, able to avoid the contact. Champlin Park, they've been successful tonight. When they've been able to push the ball, not letting Armstrong get set up in their defense, have gotten pretty much any look they want.
And that was an advantage they thought they had. They thought they were probably a little more athletic and could get out and run on the Falcons, and they've been able to do it successfully so far in the opening minutes of this game.
You know, not knowing obviously what the key points each coach tells their team, but I can imagine from watching this, Coach Crutch said, ball pressure, active hands, get some steals, let's get out and run. And they've really done that, and when they have done it, they've been really successful at it too. You know, and if you're Armstrong, you can look at this a couple of ways. We got 10 points, but we're doing it without our 20-point scorer really getting going yet. So if they can get her back into the mix offensively, I think they'll be very pleased with what Fisher has been able to provide here early in the game.
As Bailey backs down her defender, scores and 1. It's the foul on Stefferud, and Effie and Bailey with their first hoop tonight.
She does a great job. She's working hard, John, just to get the position. Watch her position here. When she catches it, she's already on the block, and you can see nice, strong, good footwork, able to finish. And another girl with Bailey, if you're going to foul her, she's strong enough. You got to make sure she can't get that shot off.
Completes the three-point play. And now McGowan back in. She'll replace Lily Wright.
Yeah, Armstrong's going to go to a 2-3 zone, which I think is smart with their length. Recognizing maybe they're getting beat off the dribble a little bit. Let's try to slow Champlin Park down, maybe make them shoot tougher shots from the perimeter.
Baseline, nice entry pass. John, up and in.
Well, that was beautiful basketball. Champlin swung it, got the defense moving, and John, again, great job getting good position. That little jump hook. That must be when you're born into the John family, you automatically have a little right-hand jump hook, because that looked familiar, well executed.
But you can't go straight at your brother, so you got to find a way to get a shot over him, right? Here's Fisher. Penetrates now, hands off for Bailey. Jenna Hammond is 14. Strong drive to the basket by Fisher. Missed the shot, got it back, up and in.
Relentless. She stayed with it. Almost looked like there might have been some contact. She didn't pout or whine, just went right after and got the rebound and the finish.
Shot up by Dory, that's not good. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Fisher. Fisher averaging 10.8 points per game. She is their second leading scorer. Already has 10 so far in this one.
Well, if we could just get her a .8 here, then she'd be already at her average.
Parsons, entry pass for Bailey. Nice turn to the basket. Missed the shot, got it back. Won't go. Third try, up and in again. And she'll have another and one opportunity.
What great persistence and effort by Bailey that time. Again, great position. They're doing a nice job. The Falcons are finding their post players. Look at her turn to the left there. And you give Champlin Park credit. I mean, they're swarming. There's multiple defenders on it, but Bailey just determined to go after it. And I tell you, if she's playing like that and you add in McGowan with that size and that strength down below, you can see why Armstrong can be a load to deal with.
Fouls on Ashley Mell, her first. Free throw missed. And the rebound taken by Valentino. Fitzpatrick thought about three. Shuffled her feet a little bit and turnover on the Rebels. So it's a 6-point game. Champlin Park was starting to run away with it, so to speak. Only 7 minutes in. They're up 11. Now it's down to 6, and Armstrong's got possession.
That's one of those where you felt like Champlin Park was up 20, you know, and all of a sudden you give Armstrong credit. They haven't gotten out of character. They're playing through their bigs, and again, a nice seal.
Bailey, and those foul will go to the line. Fitzpatrick commits the foul, and 2 foul shots for Bailey.
That was a great set there, great movement, a high ball screen with a roll, and then McGowan came to the high post and a little big-to-big dump down there. And again, nice job by Bailey, showing her footwork and showing her ability to be strong and go through contact.
They're open good.
And I like, too, the zone that they went to, I think, for Armstrong. Even if you only do it a few possessions here and there, if a team's got a roll going and an offensive rhythm going, if you can change it up a little bit, sometimes that's really effective.
1 out of 2, long three-point try. Out, and McGowan rebounds off the missed 3 by Valentino.
Oh, nice
Wide
pass.
open is Bugan.
What a pass.
Good pass from Jenna Hammond. And Megan Bugan brings Armstrong to within 3.
Well, Hammond went baseline. I thought there's nothing down there for her, but then she had great patience, great finish.
Fitzpatrick missed his shot. That was affected by McGowan, no doubt. It's too strong, and it's out of bounds. Look at this again.
Yeah, it looked like, there's nowhere to go, but a great job keeping her head up. And Bugan able to keep going. So many people stay on the perimeter. You cut to the basket, you'll get rewarded. And you give Armstrong a ton of credit here. They're a 3-point game and really been chipping away at it consistently, and they haven't gotten out of character either, taking better care of the basketball.
That was one thing they wanted to do coming into tonight was cut down on their turnovers. And it didn't look good early with 4 on the first 4 possessions, but they've done a better job of it since. And as I say that, they turn it over.
That's how it works.
Right.
But I do think when Izzy John's in the game, it's given McGowan some fits because she's working really hard. Not quite the same height and size, but able to be physical enough and get in front.
Stufferud, number 11, back in for Champlin Park. Dory to Bates. Swing at the counts. She'll put up a 3. Short and rebounded by McGowan.
Well, and since they've gone to this zone, John, what have you noticed? Champlin Park settling for quick threes, right? And not getting to those easy baskets that they were got in the early.
Bailey trying to go back out to Fisher and looking to get the steal, but a foot out of bounds was Bates. So Armstrong will keep it.
And Bailey, I thought, was lucky there. It looked like there might have been a hook as she went baseline using that left arm.
Right in, Hammond out for Armstrong. Radel inbound. Fisher's open and got held and should go to the line. Six team fouls now on Champlin Park. That's the first on Alicia Bates.
Fisher on the line for the Falcons.
How is that on the floor?
Right.
You know, I can see where Champlin Park maybe was upset that the foul was called, but if you call that a foul, that's got to be shooting.
Out of bounds. So Armstrong basketball.
Wow.
McGowan will take the inbound this time. And you get a timeout, 5-second call, no?
A great effort that time by Champlin Park defensively, knowing what Armstrong was trying to do, and they just didn't quit. They didn't give up. And that's where you got to have that internal clock in your head. Okay, I'm at 3. You got to throw it up. At least let your player have a chance to make a play.
Dory, one dribble. They swing it around left side. Good ball movement.
Yeah.
Now get it inside. John. Right hand turn again. Missed the shot though, and it's rebounded by Fisher. Here she comes for Armstrong.
Even though they didn't get a bucket there, great offense.
3-point shot. Short for Lily Wright. They fight for the basketball. Right after it. Gets it back out to Fisher.
Good hustle.
McGowan trying to get it to Bailey. Good hustle by Counts to get it. Bounced off her head and out of bounds. It'll be Armstrong basketball. Good hustle on both sides there.
Yeah, all around. Girls diving on the floor. It looked like it was going to be a layup. Great hustle to recover too. But you just, as a coach, you love to see that kind of intensity.
Another Armstrong inbound coming.
Parsons back in for the Falcons.
Parsons in, and Lily Wright out for Armstrong. And Alexa Parsons will inbound. Off Bugan, out of bounds.
Yeah, just, you know, when you're trying to get open, especially on an underneath out of bounds play, you got to have urgency. They got to help their inbounder, you know, by, you know, changing your pace, cutting one way, pouncing out. You got to get open. You got to be available.
Full timeout here taken by Champlin Park.
Hey, look at Armstrong getting to the free throw line early and often down low. Definitely have the physical advantage down there. And really, I think it comes down to, since they started taking better care of the basketball, they've gotten more shots and better shots. And if they can play inside out, right, and play through their bigs, you know, they can score and they can play. And then that switch to the 2-3 zone, I think it's been effective. It's gotten Champlin Park out of their rhythm. We haven't seen any transition layups either in the last, you know, 5 or 6 minutes that they got at the beginning of the ball game.
They've been outscored 10-2 here the last 4.5 minutes of play. Champlin Park. That has brought us to 23-20.
Well, and I like that timeout by Coach Crutch, too. Probably recognizing we've been a little stagnant against that zone. Maybe they have a quick hitter or something that they want to get out of this timeout, kind of jumpstart their offense.
So we've got 6.5 minutes to play, first half. Champlin Park up 23-20. They have led all the way. Armstrong here forces a turnover.
Good hands too. They're trying to get John the ball in the paint there.
Parsons open for 2. It's her first hoop tonight. All 5 starters have scored for Armstrong. Within 1, double team on the ball. Bates back out, and here's Counts. John baseline, Stefferud scores.
Oh, we saw that move earlier, didn't we, on the baseline? Was that her as well?
Yes.
A great kind of fake in middle and just rips it through baseline and no help again underneath, and a good easy shot. So you'd like to see that if you're Champlin Park, especially against that zone.
Drive and a foul. And the drive by Fisher is going to go against Stefferud.
We got to appreciate what Fisher's doing here tonight. She's handling most of the ball under ball pressure, and her energy level's just been great. She's knocked down some shots, gotten to the line. That time a good strong move. Now you're in the bonus too. You got to keep applying that pressure.
And hits the first one and earns the bonus. Second one also good. So a dozen points now for Carly Fisher. Back to within 1. 25-24. Bailey will get a rest.
And against that 2-3, you're going to watch Champlin Park's going to try to get the ball into the middle of the zone there. An active hand so far for Armstrong hasn't allowed that to happen.
Lillard goes baseline to the other corner. Open 3 for Valentino is up and in.
Oh, I love that Valentino with feet set, hands ready. She was ready to catch and shoot. Great drive too by Lillard to get her teammate a wide open look.
Right, looking inside. Rebels bench encouraging the defense to step up here. Parsons to Bugan. Yeah, kind of carried the basketball. She was, I think, wanted to go in with the pass and McGowan, then pulled the dribble back, and that's what caused the whistle.
Well, and that's where ball pressure is so big, especially when you're defending a good big down low, is if you can ball pressure that guard, it makes it hard to get that entry pass. McGowan was open. She was working hard for that position. They just couldn't able to get it down there because of the pressure.
Free look this time missed from the wing by Bates underneath, and we'll get free throws here for Champlin Park.
Yeah, that time that's the hardest thing out of a 2-3 is rebounding, right? Finding someone to box out. Great job by Counts, able to be right there for the offensive rebound and drew some contact. You know, that's the other thing. If I'm Champlin Park too, John, I'm going at McGowan, try to get her in some foul trouble. That's only her first foul.
Second one is good. 5-point lead for Champlin Park. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. A little high for Bugan. Nice recovery by Wright to keep possession for Armstrong, and she got it back to Bugan. Now Parsons to Wright. Bobbing in, McGowan draws 3 defenders, but traveled.
And that's tough when you got that ball and you constantly having that many defenders around you. It's hard, right? It's not easy. And if they can knock a couple perimeter shots and get some other scores going, it'll only open up that middle for her down low.
Valentino goes around her player. Baseline shot too strong. And back come the Falcons. Fisher. Bugan quickly to McGowan and into the hands of Parsons.
Feel like the intensity defensively is picked up again a little bit for Champlin Park. Nothing easy.
Fisher for Bugan. But they're really making it tough to get it into McGowan. And they take an outside shot, Armstrong does, and It's out of bounds. Let's go down to the floor and Ellie Mosley.
Hey guys, since that last timeout break, Champlin Park's Maya Fitzpatrick was on the bench. She actually had her right ankle taped up. Didn't look like it's some new injury. Looked like something maybe that's been bugging her that they just decided to tape up. But something to keep an eye on, as she is their leading scorer in the regular season.
Thanks, Allie. Has made a couple of threes so far tonight, and keep an eye on her. Seems to be moving all right now.
Well, and again, averaging 12, but she does so much more than just scoring.
And it's ahead of the break here and missed the shot. Lillard underneath on follow-up. That won't go, and McGowan rebounds.
Well, there, McGowan's just her presence down there altered that shot.
McGowan without a field goal yet, Ryan. Just the 2 free throws so far, and almost a halftime here.
Well, and look at right there. Look at the help defense they're playing on there, trying to front her. There, you got her the ball.
And out of bounds. We saw Valentino come over as soon as the pass came into her and helped knock that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's smart. If I'm playing Armstrong too, I'm forcing someone else to beat me. Always taking away your best weapon, and they're fronting her, and there's help coming from behind and on the side, and they're sticking to their game plan so far.
Ball is loose. A steal. Here's Lillard driving and scores. Nice job of shielding the defender and able to get that shot up and in.
Well, just body control too. Kind of a tough angle, and put a little English on it too to get it to go down. But again, that transition, they've been very successful when they've been able to poke the ball or get a steal and get out and run.
Fisher trying to lob it in for Bailey. It's knocked away by Fitzpatrick. Here's Counts. Pull up from the side of the lane and hits.
Yeah, smart decision. You don't see it often, do you? You either see layups, threes, but that time recognizing the defense was back and pulled up for a little 5-footer, a great shot in that transition defense. Defense leading to that offense too.
Lob down low to Bailey. That's loose. Another turnover. Here come the Rebels. They're on a run here. Fitzpatrick to the basket on a foul.
I love the Rebels tonight. They're in transition, John. They're looking ahead. You see their heads up, not over dribbling, not using the pass, and then as a defender, you got to try to beat them to the spot. She was still moving, and a nice and one opportunity for Fitzpatrick here.
Fitzpatrick gets the 3-point play. 9 points tonight for the senior. And all of a sudden the lead is up to 12 after Armstrong had cut it, 1 or 2. And now good scoring run and a steal. And chance for more. Bates to the basket.
She's had a big game too, scoring, and the majority of them have been on plays like that, getting out and running.
Biggest lead of the night for the Rebels. Now 14 points with 1:10 to go. 3 for Fisher. Too strong. Rebound by Valentino. She'll throw it ahead for Fitzpatrick. Nice move to get around. Bugan missed the shot, and Bugan rebounds.
All that jelly, John, and no toast. What a beautiful move. Just couldn't quite get the finish. Nice pass.
Bugan, and Fitzpatrick knocks it out of bounds.
I'll attribute this game and the flow, John, to Champlin Park's defense. I thought they started the game defensively just locked in, great energy. Then kind of got through a lull there when Armstrong got back into the game. In the last 2 minutes or so here, they really picked up the intensity.
Wright will inbound. Final minute of the first half. Parsons back out to Fisher. Lobbing it down for Bailey. Got around or inside of Fitzpatrick. Will miss the shot. Bailey goes up again, and she'll go to the line for 2.
She hasn't made those initial shots, but she sticks with it. She's just relentless on the offensive glass.
Bailey on the line for the Falcons.
Fouls on Maya Fitzpatrick. That's her second.
Yeah, Bailey averaging 9 points on the year. Already has 6 in this game. And when the Falcons have been able to take care of the ball and actually, run their offense, get it down low, they've had success. It's just been that pressure defense of Champlin Park when they've kicked it up a notch here at times during this first half.
1 out of 2, and the rebound by Lillard. 30 seconds to go in the half. Valentino, Bates open for a 3. Too strong, fighting for the rebound. Getting it is John in the paint, and she gets fouled. Both John and Valentino were there. John ended up with the basketball. It's only 6 team fouls on Armstrong, so not 1-1 for Champlin Park.
No, but those little plays add up. Those little offensive rebounds, you keep a possession going. Now you get another look still with 20 seconds left.
Three-pointer for Counts comes out. Hugan will push it to the front court.
Yeah, I'd like to get something here with Fisher going to the basket.
Left open. It's a very deep 3 off the mark, and that'll be the end of the first half. The Champlin Park building a big lead early. Middle part of the half, it was Armstrong coming back, and then it's Champlin Park again with a run into halftime, and now up by 13 points at 38-25. We're going to hear from both coaches here at halftime. Allie's standing by right now with Coach Easley.
Coach, it was hard to get that offense rolling through those first 10 minutes. Then you guys bring it within 3 points. Now we're at a 13-point game again. What were you seeing?
Just too many turnovers to close the half. We just had too many giveaways that led to some easy transition baskets for them.
And how do you get McGowan more involved in the second half points-wise?
Number one, we got to take care of the ball, and I think she has to post up a little stronger than what she did the first half. And but she'll be fine. We'll find some ways to get her some more touches.
Do you want to come out in the second half and try to slow down the pace of Champlin Park, or what adjustments do you want to make?
One of the ways you can do that is by not having a lot of ball turnovers, and we've had way too many lot of ball turnovers that have led to some easy transition baskets for them.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. We'll hear from Art Crutch before the start of the second half. Our score at halftime, Champlin Park 38, Armstrong 25. We're back with more girls basketball on CCX right after this.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
John Jacobson, Ryan Iverson, and Allie Mosley. We are at Champlin Park High School tonight. Northwest Suburban Conference girls basketball with the Rebels looking to even their record at 3-3 in the season, up on Armstrong 38-25. Let's look at some highlights from the opening 18 minutes of play. And some good basketball from Carly Fisher shooting. Hit a couple of threes, made a couple of twos. She's really been their top, not only their top scorer, but their top player so far tonight.
And aggressive too, and they've needed it because they have not gotten Savannah McGowan going. And I'll tell you who had a pretty nice first half was Bailey there. You can see when she gets that position down low, she's really effective. Nice drop step. Here's a missed shot, but watch her fight after it. Second time, third time, and one. Fired up too, worked hard, had a good first half. This was the story of the game right here, John.
A lot of turnovers and transition baskets. Michaela Counts there getting the steal and two, and then another knock away and a steal. And look at the speed by Bates to get all the way to the basket quickly to score. Able to get it inside. You see John knocking down two there from the baseline. They were able to hit threes as well in this game. Total of 4 made threes by Champlin Park. That one from Nicole Lillard, and then Lillard out to Valentino for a three. Amelia with 5 points so far in the first half. And then again, another transition hoop here for the Rebels. Fitzpatrick.
Good strong finish. Yeah. Well, take a look at the scoring there. Pretty balanced for Champlin Park, which we knew going in. you're used to seeing McGowan up at the top of that list, but Fisher keeping him in this game with her big first half. I thought Armstrong, when they switched to that zone midway through the first half, kind of slowed Champlin Park down a little bit, but then they really upped the defensive pressure, got to run, and finished the half strong to go up 13.
Fitzpatrick 9, counts 7, Bates 6, but they've kind of contributions from a number of players. 7 players have scored so far for Champlin Park, and 6 of them have scored at least 4 points. 38-25 at halftime. We'll come back. Start of our second half. More coverage of girls basketball on CCX in a moment.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.
Let's go back down courtside. Allie Mosley standing by now with Art Crutch.
All right, Coach, in the first half, hot at the three-point arc. You guys were able to capitalize on turnovers. What were you guys doing so successfully in that first half that you liked?
I knew I had the horses and the dogs to play D, so I'm just letting them loose right now, and they're finally trusting in our philosophy and our system. And I mean, this is the best they've played D all season, so, and it's showing off right now.
Armstrong has shown, though, that they can close the gap. What are you guys going to do in the second half to make sure that doesn't happen?
Clean it up. We got sloppy. We turned it over ourselves, and we lost a few assignments on D, so we were giving them some free throws that we shouldn't have been giving them. So we'll just clean it up, and we'll cut down on our turnovers and cut down on our fouls.
And Coach, you've got a lot of different players scoring right now. You've got 7 different girls scoring. What do you want to see in this second half offensively out of your girls?
Just them to keep on doing what they're doing. I told them just keep it up. We don't. The first half mean nothing if we go out and we play very bad in the second half. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing.
Appreciate your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Allie, and thanks to both coaches for taking a few moments with us. And Ryan, for Armstrong, we've said they need to get more involvement from Savannah McGowan on the offensive end of the court, really on both ends of the court. Hasn't had a lot of rebounds, and as I said, no field goals, just the 2 free throws tonight.
Yeah, I'd just like to see a little bit more aggression from her, right? Going, attacking the basket. You know, when you're the best player, your team's struggling right now to score, they got to try to play through her. She's got to be aggressive when she has it, too. But I think if you're Armstrong, you've proven you can get back into a game, right, by taking care of the basketball, running your offense, and stopping that transition offense for Champlin Park. And in that zone, you hope Champlin Park settles for some maybe forced threes. And it only takes 3 or 4 possessions in a game like this to get back into it. And we saw how quickly they closed the gap in the first half, so they just got to do it again.
No one in the game with more than 2 fouls so far, so fouls weren't really an issue in the first half. And
I'll tell you, we've done a number of games over the years where referees, it's hard to get into a flow when they're calling everything. The referees are letting them play and consistent on both sides. I think as a player, that's all you can ask for. But these first couple minutes are always big in a game like this. You're at 13 points. You come out, you get a couple of stops if you're Armstrong. Maybe you cut that lead to 6 to 8. Or it can also go the other way, too, where you give up 6 quick points. All of a sudden, it's a 20-point ball game.
Falcons got the first possession of the second half. And they cut into this 13-point Rebels lead. Bugan to Bailey with a strong, solid first half. Parsons, they're trying to get it in. Now the lob does go in, but Fitzpatrick coming from behind. Had John in front of her and Fitzpatrick behind her, did McGowan, and Fitzpatrick gets the steal. Out to Counts for a 3, not good. And the rebound for Fisher. She'll push it ahead. It's got Bailey ahead of her, a little too strong on the pass, and Fitzpatrick has it. It's 2 turnovers for Armstrong quickly in the opening possessions, and then he sees Parton. She goes right to the basket and scores.
Well, you see that tempo that she plays at, such a nice pace. She was patient, realized that no one was stopping the ball. That's rule number 1. And she's able to take it all the way. And on the play before that, John, she had a great driving kick, too, to get a teammate wide open shot.
Fisher gets herself open. Nice mid-range shot up and in.
Well, and again, I think kind of sensing that her team maybe needs her to really score tonight. 12 in the first half there. She gets a nice mid-range knock and knocks it down.
Dory, 3 tries short. Fitzpatrick hustles to get the ball. Little scoop shot up and in.
I'll tell you, if she brings that ball back at all, it looked like Bailey was there for the block, but she kept it in her right hand, finished way ahead of her. Beautiful finish, good offensive rebound. And when you're down 13 at half, you can't afford to give those second chance points.
So a bump foul away from the ball. As you look at that try and basket by Fitzpatrick.
With just that little hesitation, and look at the right hand scoop. You could see Bailey wanted a piece of that. Nice finish.
Champlin Park foul is on Counts, her first. Bailey can't finish underneath. And here comes Counts for Champlin Park. Drive it, float it up and in off the glass.
What a nice move too, a little hesitation. That's not easy, going to your left, fading out of bounds. But she's making it count.
Nice.
I've been working on that one.
Biggest lead of the night for the Rebels, now 17.
And again, you gotta love the way Champlin Park's defending, especially the post. Nice pass.
Ewan for Bailey. Good assist, and Bailey got her first basket in the second half. 9 points in the game for the senior.
Well, that drive and kick is there because there's such a good helping team defense that if you get to the middle of the paint like that, you can make a play.
Bates a little out of control, but was able to get the block call, and they'll keep possession. This foul will be on McGowan, her second. Or excuse me, on Bailey, her second.
Bates is fast. This is just in.
No doubt.
You can tell, even with the basketball in her hands, she's just a gear faster than everyone else on the court.
Fitzpatrick passed up a decent shot, gets it to Bates, who missed. And here comes Fisher for Armstrong. And got fouled by Counts.
And again, it comes down to right now is Carly Fisher is the one putting pressure on this Rebel defense. And there you go in transition. Keep forcing that pressure.
Fisher for 3, missed. And the rebound to Fitzpatrick.
You don't get many easy rebounds like that where it comes right into your hands.
There's Dory up and in. Her first basket tonight.
Well, I loved it. She had her hands ready. She caught it, made one quick move, got the easy bucket. Nice pass, too, up ahead by Fitzpatrick.
Parsons has it knocked away out of bounds. Still Armstrong basketball. Bugan out and Wright in for Armstrong. Entry pass to Bailey. Missed. Good look at it. Couldn't get it to go down. Fitzpatrick will push the tempo again. Great pass to Counts.
And you could see that play developing. I didn't know if she was going to be able to see it or not, but look to her right. Beautiful no-look pass. And the finish for Counts. Good look there by Bailey. She went after it. And this is where you get that 4-on-2 fast break there. And a beautiful job. If you're that second defender, John, you got to protect the basket first. And you can see right there towards the end there, Parsons jumped out to the left, and it left a wide open layup for Counts. Beautiful vision, beautiful pass. And again, transition offense for Champlin Park.
A reminder of our CCX Sports Play of the Week. 4 plays are up each week. You can go to our website right now, ccxmedia.org. Click on Sports and then Play of the Week. Click on your favorite for this week. And 4 plays each Monday. You vote. You choose our winner.
I don't know if it's a slow week or not, but maybe that no-look pass could get in there.
That was pretty good.
I know last week.
That's a candidate.
Yeah, we did the Osseo and Park Center. We had a couple of dunks in that game that were pretty impressive too. Well, John, I gotta be honest with you. I have an old DVD at home of you and Corky Taylor doing one of my basketball games against Hopkins, And my wife at home said, look at how handsome John Jacobson was even back then. So
I'm sure she did.
It was kind of fun to see. It's fun for me now to do a game with you and know that you broadcasted my games too back in the day.
March of '96. Where'd the years go?
Makes you feel old. That was the whole point of this story.
You had a lot of hair back then.
Yeah.
Ball knocked away. Good denial by Dory. Gets the steal. Ahead it goes. Counts can't score this time, but she is fouled. We'll go to the line for 2. Rebels have been so opportunistic tonight.
And they haven't. And you know what? I love to see McGowan hustling down the floor and challenging that, right? Rather than give up a wide open layup, you contest it, make Counts earn it at the line.
And missed her first try. She's 1 of 3 from the line in this game so far.
Well, you heard Coach Crutch tell Allie at halftime I got the horses. We got to run. I'm letting them run. And you can see when they get a turnover or a deflection, how quickly they all get down the floor for transition opportunities.
And the 2 missed free throws, but there's Fitzpatrick tying up McGowan. And so they get the possession again.
Well, that's how she plays. That's how important to this team. She scores 12, but she does everything for them.
Izzy John from Michaela Counts. And it's 50-29, Champlin Park. Anna's ball is loose and it is out of bounds. Another Armstrong turnover.
Hanson in for the Falcons.
Stella Hansen, number 4 in. Feely and Bailey out for Armstrong. Dory open for a 3. Quick look, not good. And rebound by Fitzpatrick. Goes back out with it. John short and rebounded, but then through the hands of Harmon. And a 3-pointer up and in for Counts.
I'll tell you, she's got a good looking shot and she gets arc on that shot too. But again, just a small little play by Fitzpatrick, getting that offensive rebound, keeping the play alive. John followed her own miss, and it leads to a wide open 3 by Counts.
Fitzpatrick fakes the 3, picks up the dribble, ball knocked away on the floor, and we're going to get a foul on Champlin Park.
Lillard and Stepperu back in for the Rebels.
Fouls on Fitzpatrick, her 3rd. Right, looking to the corner to Hansen, but it comes back out to Parsons. Knocked away by Counts, getting back, and then Counts gets the steal.
Oh, good luck. Just a tad bit late. She had Lillard running. If she would have thrown it about a second earlier, might have been able to lead her to an easy layup.
Off Lillard's hands and out of bounds. Fitzpatrick.
Jaden Spann
is out, and turnover for Champlin Park.
So, John, do you notice that McGowan is on the perimeter a lot setting screens, right? And I think if you're Champlin Park, you'll take that. You don't want her anywhere near, nice finish, almost the basket, but she's not much of a threat at that 3-point line. And if I'm Armstrong, I'm trying to work through her down in the post, whether that's through pick and roll or just having her seal down there and try to get good position.
Foul was on Stefferud. That's her 3rd. And Fisher to the line and hits.
Yeah. And the other thing to keep in mind, too, if you're an Armstrong fan, John, Fisher only a sophomore, McGowan only a sophomore. So they got a good class there. Have an 8th grader, a couple of 9th graders playing JV as well. So they got some young talent already here, but also coming up. And the more experience they get as well, the better they're going to be.
Yeah, Carly Fisher has a younger sister, Emily, an 8th grader. JV player this year.
Watched her in the game before this. She looked talented too. She's going to be a staple on their varsity team for the next few years.
Fisher with 16 points It's not been enough. It's Champlin Park with good balanced scoring. And Jaden Spann, the freshman, into the game now, gets a chance to go to the line to shoot free throws.
How about that? You love it. Freshman just into the game. No hesitation whatsoever. Got that ball, went strong. Able to get to the free throw line.
Valentino and counts out for Champlin Park.
You know, in their depth too, Champlin Park playing 9-10 people, and they don't have much of a drop off. The kids have come off the bench, have been productive, and really brought a spark to them as well.
There's 4 of 11 from the free throw line tonight. Would be the one negative you'd say for Champlin Park, but it's been a strong effort overall. But defense has been outstanding, and Spann, who's just stepping in front of McGowan there, gets the steal.
McGowan's got to hold her position slightly, but great credit to Champlin Park and how they've worked on preparing for this game, defending the post.
Off the missed 3, the Falcons with possession. Fisher backing it back out to McGowan. No hesitation, then a block. Lillard blocking Fisher's shot. Dory with a pass ahead to Valentino with a great feed to Spann, who couldn't finish. And then a tie-up underneath. It'll be Armstrong basketball.
What a pass by Valentino. I didn't think she had anywhere to go. Great vision to Spann. Was hustling. How about this defense too by Lillard? Great hands. Again, a nice throw ahead. How about this pass? I love that pass. And she did it without charging too. Did you notice that? Able to avoid the contact.
Alternate possession, gives it back to Armstrong. 53-31, 11:18 to go here in the second half. And that ball out of bounds as Fisher had cut. And Hanson's pass sails behind her, and it's back over to the Rebels. Spann will drive. Shot not good. Loose ball chased down on the wing. Shot put up. Like the shot clock was running down or something. Put up by Mel, but she knocks it down.
Just how you drew it up. Off the foot, almost out of bounds, and let her go right before out of bounds. Nothing but net.
That ball through the hands of Bailey.
Oh, nice pass.
Rebels running to the basket. Valentino will go to the line. Yeah, another good pass.
Yeah.
The passing has been outstanding. Look at that again.
Oh, almost out of bounds and not in rhythm, but I'm just going to turn around and let her go. And she knew it was good. And I'll tell you what, this Lillard's had a really impressive game tonight too. You know, has 5 points, so not, big points, but some great throw heads. Champlin Park plays really unselfishly too, John, especially on that transition. They're not afraid to give up maybe a good shot for a great shot. And Valentino certainly that was a great pass to her on that one. But you like that. When you're running a lot, you run hard. If you know you're going to get the ball, it makes you want to keep doing it too. So very unselfish play by the Rebels.
27-point lead for Champlin Park. It was 13 at halftime. Drive to the basket. Parsons missing. And here's Mel. Got that 3 a moment ago. Stefferud in some traffic, ball out of bounds off off Armstrong. Inbound, Lillard gets her shot blocked by Bailey. Parsons will slow it down, give it to Fisher. Bailey, you're getting it from Fisher, lost it out of bounds.
You know, there's just nothing easy in that half court for Armstrong, and I give all the credit to the Rebels too. They're swarming the ball. There's nowhere to go. Great help defense. The post entries are tough because they're fronting and they're working hard on that and help over the top. There's just nothing easy right now for Armstrong in their half court.
Valentino for 3.
Oh, good hustle.
Good save by Stefferu, but it went to McGowan. And then from behind, we get a foul on Valentino, who's trying to knock it away from Parsons, and instead picks up the foul. They're going hard, though, the Rebels. I mean, every possession that.
Well, they're going to look back. The last 4 minutes of the first half, remember, we had a one-score game there. It was close. Their defensive intensity picked up and carried over into the second half here. They've just been locked in.
And a steal by Bugan. Took it away from Valentino. Go to the basket. Can't get it to go. Follow up on a foul. And Parsons will shoot free throws.
Well, and you like to see that right now. Struggling in the half court offensively. Great job by Bugan. Getting the steal. Now you got to try to run. I'm wondering, too, if Armstrong might try to do some type of press and some type of traps just to, you know, create some turnovers, maybe get some easy looks in transition. Good hustle, too, by Parsons. You're always taught, even if someone's got a fast break, still trail. You never know. And her hustle paid off there with that rebound and drawing the foul.
Substitutions on both sides before the second free throw for Parsons.
Parsons. Hoops for Parsons.
1 out of 2 for Parsons on the free throws. Just 7 points, though, Ryan, for Armstrong here in the second half, and we played over half of the half.
Yeah, and not only that, but I don't even think they've had that many shot attempts either, right? How many have resulted in turnovers or deflections? And, you know, when they've been able to run and execute and take care of the ball, they've gotten good baskets.
Fisher to Bugan there for 2.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of that. They can run, too. They've been successful doing that. I think if they pick the pace up a little bit, it might favor them also.
Well, knocked away. Counts able to save it. Bates. Span turning, goes to the corner to John. Good spacing here by Champlin Park. Not forcing anything either. Bates will put up a 3, comes up short, and the rebound by McGowan.
And again, Champlin kind of stagnant against that zone, settling for outside shots. So good when they're driving and reversing the ball and sharing it well and moving it.
Fisher to lob it in. McGowan up. Not able to get the basket still without a field goal tonight.
And then maybe her best look there. She got great position. There was no double and triple teams, able to just go right up.
Izzy John with the basket up and in. And we'll go to the line.
Well, and good for her because she's worked hard tonight defensively. And that time got the ball down low. And again, that right hand jump hook over the left shoulder. Drew contact and able to finish. Good strong move. Kind of a tough angle too to get that bank to go in, but she was able to do it.
It's the shot. Fitzpatrick's got it. She'll go to the corner. Put up a 3, not good. Counts another offensive rebound. Back to Fitzpatrick. Drives, lost it in the paint. Scramble, throws it back out. The Span. 3 from Counts. That's too strong. Another offensive rebound. John up with the shot. That's not good. And finally, it comes down to Parsons and Armstrong. She loses it on the floor, giving it out to the side and out of bounds off Champlin Park, off Fitzpatrick. That was quite a scramble. Yeah. No points, though.
Well, about 4 or 5 shots out of it, all good shots. And you just, you know, you're up 26. You still, as a coach, you love to see the hustle, the aggressiveness, too, of them going after it. Good D, good hands. Fitzpatrick all over the court tonight. Offensively, defensively, good hands.
Trouble for Counts, trying to go back out. Fisher steps in front of Bates, gets the steal. A little hesitation. Bates knocks it away and forces another turnover. Good recovery by Bates.
How many of those too, just from those quick hands, right? Reaching, doing it without fouling too for the most part. Creating a lot of deflection. Here's another one.
Fisher ahead to Bugan. Good bounce pass in, and Parsons gets fouled.
Yeah, a little sloppy on both ends right now. A couple back-to-back turnovers. And this is where even, when you're up 26, you have it human nature to relax a little bit, but you want to stay sharp, still executing, getting good shots, working on other parts of your game that maybe you haven't gotten to do as much this year.
Let's go down courtside and Allie Mosley.
Yeah, guys, I mentioned in the start of the game kind of a new system for Champlin Park, where in years past the focus has been dribble, drive, layups, right? But Coach Crutch wanted to kind of shift his offense to focusing more on the mid-range game, which we've seen a lot tonight, but also just playing more freely. He said that he likes to default to players playing within more what they're comfortable with rather than kind of forcing them into more what a coach wants. And really, we've been seeing that work really well here tonight for them.
And their defense has really been outstanding. I think that, as much as anything tonight, Ryan, is what has keyed this offense and what looks to be a victory tonight.
Well, the two things that coaches love to see are, one, great defense, and two, unselfish play. And I think Champlin Park's done a great job of that tonight, really moving the ball well and just defensively. And anytime you hold someone into the 30s here, almost over halfway gone in the second half, that's an effort that's going to win most of your ball games for you. And to Allie's point, as a player, you want to just play. You like that freedom of being able to play and being, not worried or looking over your shoulder about making a mistake. That's when players play their best, when they're relaxed, but yet accountable too, but just having fun out there. And these girls are playing well together tonight.
Hugan goes into Bailey. Runs a double team, trying to get it across to McGowan, and couldn't do so. And here's Bates. Bates to the basket, won't get it to go. And Hugan with the rebound.
Hey, Champlin hasn't scored a bucket in a while too. Got a good look there. A nice little hesitation to her right. Tough angle though to use the backboard.
Hugan dribbling through some traffic, trying to get it to Bailey, and turned over. She gave it right to Fitzpatrick. Into the paint, back out. Counts, go to the basket. That one drops.
Well, and again, Fitzpatrick, I think, could have taken a shot there, but great patience, allowing, Counts to run the floor, get in position, and delivering that good pass, setting her teaming up. And how about Counts tonight with a big game? 16 points.
16 points, 9 in the second half here. And get a timeout after the basket made by Fisher.
Will be a timeout, 1 minute.
Fisher with the game high 18. And I think if you would have asked Armstrong before the game, hey, we're going to get it, Carly Fisher's going to have a big game. She's going to have 18. I think you're assuming that McGowan would be in that 18 to 20. And if they had gotten that out of her, this might be a totally different game.
Upcoming on CCX, our first gymnastics meet of the season comes up Thursday, late conference meet. Two really good teams, Wayzata and Armstrong. And then Friday, Northwest Suburban Conference girls basketball as Park Center hosts Rogers at 7 p.m. And then next week, girls hockey from the Northwest Suburban Conference again, Champlin Park Coon Rapids at Armstrong Cooper. And Wayzata at Hopkins girls basketball, Ryan, Friday, February 12th. We saw those teams play a couple of great games last year. First time they met this year, not so great, especially for Wayzata. It was 102-52. I don't think it'll be that, but Hopkins is awfully good.
And that was an early game, and I think Hopkins wanted to show, these girls that we're more than Paige Beckers the last 5 years. And they came out with some extra motivation, and they just pounded the Trojans. But I expect, Wayzata's had a couple of nice wins since then. Hopkins challenged against Minnetonka too, so that'll be a fun one. I'm looking forward to that. And I know you being the gymnast you're doing, excited about gymnastics.
Boy, that would not be good.
There might be something torn within a couple of minutes if you had to.
Turnover for Champlin Park here. Well, they continue the pressure in the backcourt. Bugan finally able to break it and get the pass. McGowan for three in the corner, not good. Loose ball picked up by Counts. Stefferud, good pass in to John. Shot not good. Loose ball, and John throwing it back in. Or Stefferud rather, and it comes to Fisher. She'll go up with the shot up and in.
She's been fantastic tonight. She's done it in a variety of ways, from the free throw line, hitting the three, the transition, and she gets her 20 points. She's been outstanding.
Counts will fire a three. Not good, and Stefferud, boy, wide open underneath. Yeah. Able to lay it in.
Well, Stefferud's given them some nice minutes tonight, and I love see how she caught the rebound, went right back up. Didn't wait for the defense to collapse.
Bounce pass into McGowan, and is fouled. John thought she was straight up on defense, but gets whistled for her second foul. And 2 free throws for Savannah McGowan.
Yeah, what I like too is when she's sealing down there early, she's got that great post position. There's not a lot you can do as far as defending that other than hoping she misses. And again, you give a big credit to Izzy John. She's battled to not give that position up tonight.
Just the third point tonight for McGowan. Sydney Young, Mariah Pates in for Champlin Park. Jaden Spann back in. Second one out, and the rebound to Spann. This is Young, sophomore guard, into the front court. Elena Dilly-Starks is 25. Back out high. Natalie Warwood, number 10, missed three-point try from Pates. And Fisher will bring it up for Armstrong as we come down toward 3 minutes to go in the basketball game. Parsons to McGowan. Yeah, a three for Fisher. Three try, not good. And the rebound to Spann. Young out top. Dilly-Starks. She'll go baseline here and can't get it to go, and Fisher has the loose ball.
And that's where that little mid-range is so effective, right? Rather than trying to get all the way to the rim, get to the 5-footer.
Fisher fouled, and shoot two.
And she's still playing relentlessly, still attacking.
Fisher on the line for the Falcons.
And solid from the line tonight too.
Made all 5 of her free throws in the game. Top scorer for both teams tonight with 21 points. Rebound by Pates off the missed second free throw. Dilly-Starks trying to go inside to Pates. Out of bounds, turnover at Champlin Park.
Well, Pate's only a 9th grader. You can see great height, and nice job moving there against his own, finding that little short corner and just unable to hang on to it, or she would have had a nice little look for a jumper.
Hugan, and that gets blocked. Well defended by Young. Baseline drive, Dilly-Starks shot missed, rebounded by McGowan.
Good, nice job defending too underneath there by Stella Hansen, not giving up a layup, but doing it without fouling, just going straight up, making it difficult.
Fisher into McGowan, looked like she traveled.
Yeah. A little bit of a hop step, I think. And, you know, it's easy for viewers to say, well, you're that tall down there, just go right up. But she's used to so much attention, John, so many people doubling and tripling and helping that you get those fast feet, you call them, where you just move them. You want to get going so quickly. And I know she's frustrated with tonight's game, but you can tell that she's a talented player. And they're going to need her to be big if they're going to compete against some of the teams in this conference.
Span lost it, got it back. Bailey comes across and blocks the shot out of bounds.
Bailey's really stepped up with 10 points tonight. A couple of nice blocks and some rebounds. She's had a nice game as well.
Warba on the inbound through the hands of Young and out of bounds.
Oh, and these are all good games too for Coach Crutch, getting some girls in the game to play some extended minutes here towards the end, get some good experience, builds confidence.
1 minute to play.
1 minute remaining.
Into Bailey. Was through the lane, still with the ball. Hansen. Bugan, 3 open from the corner, not good, and rebounded by Young. Off the missed shot from Wright. Warwa will drive, and Bailey swats that out of bounds.
Yeah, she did. She was waiting for that one too. Good drive attempt there, but Bailey with, you know, at least 4 or 5 blocks here tonight.
Pates thought about the 3. He'll try to drive baseline. Cut off by Hansen. Now to Young, and stolen away from her by Parsons. Parsons the basket and one.
Nice finish. You know what? You love the effort, John. Even at the end of the game, 20 seconds left. You're down 22. Still fighting and hustling and able to get an and one here. Nice finish.
Makes the shot and will shoot for the Falcons.
Parsons averaging under 3 with 7 here, a chance to go 8. So she had a nice game for herself.
Would be the final possession of the game. No, we're going to try to put a shot up. I understand that. When you're coming off the bench, you'll get a lot of minutes. You're not running out the clock. Bugan traveled. Now we should have the last possession with 3 seconds left.
That was always hard. You'd get in at the end. You wanted that stat too. Good game for the Rebels tonight, John. They defensively very impressive.
Defense leading to some transition baskets and just frustrating Armstrong offensively as much as anything, and getting some threes, especially there in the first half. They made 4 of their 6 in the first half, and they win it by 20.
Well, I think setting that tone too, you know, Savannah McGowan, you are not going to have anything easy tonight, and they really made it difficult. They swarmed her, and their defense really set the tone here for this game.
We have one of the Rebels players, Michaela Counts, who is standing by. Baseline with Allie Mosley. Let's go down to them now.
Michaela, at halftime, your coach said this is the best game you guys have played all season. Why do you think that was tonight?
We were really ready. We were really preparing. Yesterday at practice, we had a great practice. We've just been in a really great mindset, and we're ready to turn things around for our record.
Your guys' defense was relentless tonight in the second half, holding Armstrong to just 19 points. What was it that was allowing you guys to be so effective out there?
I think it was just our effort. We were all really ready to play, and we were just really aggressive, and we stayed like that, let our momentum from the first half carry into the second half, so we had a really great game overall.
Offensively, you guys did well as well. You doubled your average points for the season. What was it that allowed you to be so successful offensively?
I think it was just my aggression, and I was just really, really preparing for this game just because I know it's an important game, especially for our season. I'm trying to just do what's best for the team so that we can pull out wins.
Yeah, this is the only time you're going to meet Armstrong in the regular season. You guys are now 3-3. You talk about how important this game was, but what kind of confidence does it give you moving into the rest of the season?
Oh, this is a very good confidence booster, I would say. We played so great. Our coaches are really proud of us. I know our fans that came are really proud of us, and I think that's just only going to make us better, keep continuing to be great.
It was a fun game to cover tonight. Thanks,
Thank
Michaela.
you. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Michaela. Nice game for her. And then, I think this Champlin Park team, they don't have one player. I mean, Maya Fitzpatrick may be a little bit above her teammates, but there's a lot of good players that can put the ball in the hoop, can defend, and do a lot of things well. And I think that bodes to a good team and continued improvement for this Champlin Park team.
Well, that in depth, and they all defended hard. If they defend like that with that kind of urgency and can run in transition, they're as fast, as athletic as anybody. So maybe this is a good building block for them going forward in this tough schedule here.
Armstrong's next game will be at home Friday night against Coon Rapids. Champlin Park will be at Blaine on Friday in their next Northwest Suburban Conference game. That will do it for our coverage tonight from Champlin Park High School. For Ryan Iverson, Allie Mosley, and all of our great crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks for tuning in. Final score here tonight from Champlin Park High School. The Rebels over the Falcons, 64-44.